The problem we as a group decided to aid is the chemical waste produced from New Zealand dairy farms as a byproduct from cheap fertilisers. Emitted through greenhouse gases and draining runoff, key ingredients such as nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium make their way into the air and waterways and cause immense pollution, polluting our drinking water and swimming areas, as well as degrading animal habitats. As farmers are profit-driven, they do not care about the damages and do not contribute to the cleanup costs, rather burdening the expense on taxpayers. According to Federated Farmers Dairy Chairman Andrew Hogarth, the total cost to eradicate chemical waste from dairy farms is $15 billion, mirroring the New Zealand dairy industry's worth. This way of farming in our country is unsustainable, and a more successful option should be sought by farmers to increase profit and maintain a clean and green environment. As dairying is one of the country's largest exports, the scale of which this problem is present is extremely severe, and in order to minimise taxpayer costs, but more importantly eradicate chemical excretion, chemical-based fertiliser use must be stopped.
Our solution is a low-cost organic alternative to chemical fertilisers, utilising organic fruit and vegetable waste from supermarkets attained through donation.
What is a stakeholder? An individual or group who has the ability to impact or be impacted upon by our business. They can be categorised by legitimacy and power. Stakeholders include local community, lobby groups, cows, dairy farmers, government, supermarkets and banks. We concluded the three most important are supermarkets, with low to medium legitimacy and high power, dairy farmers, high legitimacy and high power, and organic lobby groups, with low legitimacy and high power.
Supermarkets are main stakeholders in our business as they are the supplier of our core raw material, being organic fruit and vegetables. Our fertiliser is produced on the provided that we receive complementary fruit and vegetables that are no longer desirable to be purchased for consumption from shoppers, to then processed through a waste crusher and turned into our organic product. The supermarkets will be paid for the fruit and vegetables through non-monetary benefits. We will be designing our delivery truck with their branding clearly shown, providing them with invaluable mobile advertising. A concern of the supermarkets is how they look to society in regards to the distribution of their unwanted food to our for-profit business over a charity such as the City Mission. We are not using their product to feed those in need, but rather develop a product. This food is likely to be seen as more desirable directed to other users and could cause their consumers to purchase from other supermarkets who meet their values and beliefs more than our supplier does. The supermarket's expectations are simply providing us with complementary fruit and vegetables in exchange for invaluable advertising on our delivery vehicle. On top of this, they would expect that we use the fruit and veggies for our product only, and that we do not on-sell their provided materials in the original state for a profit. Also, that our business does not undermine or negatively portray the supermarket as one who does not meet food safety acts. We must acknowledge that fruit and vegetables, especially organic, ripen and ferment very fast, therefore cannot be sold to the public for consumption. On February 8, 2016, a bill was passed in France which sees local supermarkets banned from destroying foods past their expiry date. They have been urged to donate this to farms for animal feed and compost, strengthening the argument that a similar initiative in New Zealand could prove successful for our business.
Dairy farmers are the main stakeholder in our business idea. Unless we can convince them to get on board and buy our product over the current one they are using, our business will not take off. Both dairy farmers and Fonterra are growing increasingly aware of the damage their industry is leaving on our natural environment. They are realising it is not sustainable in the long term to assume they can continue depositing these pesticides into our natural environment without future consequences. This is where our product comes in, as it eliminates the pesticides, replacing them with a natural and organic product that has no negative effects on the environment, does not cost the dairy farmers any more than they are currently paying for a product, and generates a substantial profit for our business. Fonterra currently has an ad campaign called #431am, which encases Richie McCaw, a Kiwi icon, visiting the dairy farmers early in the morning before they head off to milk the cows, asking them vital questions about the sustainability of dairy farming and the positive effects they are having on the environment, such as planting. The media has made us all aware of the negative effects dairy farming is having on our natural environment. It works in our favour that Fonterra is campaigning positive effects made by dairy farmers, as added pressure from Fonterra, who is the main dairy farmer employer, will add encouragement to dairy farmers to purchase and use our product.
Organic Dairy and Pastoral are an experienced group who work to influence positive organic farming in the dairy industry. Their concerns towards us would be knowing that we are 100% organic. They would also be concerned about the quality of our fertilizer, the labeling of our product, and that we are using organic packaging for our product.
We are using utilitarian ethics, and staying ethical as our solution for our social issue is helping and benefiting all stakeholders of ours. We feel it is the best possible way to solve this issue without many bad consequences. Utilitarianism is an objective bias for judging and determining a norm created by Jeremy Bentham and John Stuart Mill. This is choosing the most fit option with the most benefits. It is a way that includes calculating risks and consequences. Before we decided how we would fix our social issue, we generated various alternatives and outweighed the positive and negatives. In this process, we also considered the long-run and short-term consequences. Another way we are using the utilitarian structure is through decision-making. All decisions must be brought to headquarters and made using a utilitarian method and cost calculation. At Farmer's Garden, we have an ethical code of business, which includes production structure, animal ethics, food safety, environmental impact, international trade, food security, agricultural biotechnology, and research ethics, which has shaped our corporate culture. This is important in this day and age of constantly changing society. We also follow and consider rule utilitarianism, leading to the greater good, and act utilitarianism. A person's act is just if it maximizes happiness above any other action.
Making ethical decisions is important for our business. Here we apply 3C's theory by Solomon. In his theory, being ethical is the first line of defense of our business and help us to avoid conflict with surrounding community. In 3C's theory, we must consider our compliance to rules and laws, contribution to society, and consequence of business action. For compliance, we will fully abide by the laws in the place where our business operates, such as Fair Trading Act of 1986 and Agricultural Compound Act of 1997. Following these rules and laws will help us avoid heavy punishment from government and also set up a good public image. Our contribution to the society and community will be reducing harmful impact on the environment and producing quality product to our customers. The consequences are fully considered in our business. We will measure the social benefit and the social losses of every action and decisions that we make. We will ensure that we meet the expectations of all stakeholders.
Sustainability is the systems and processes that enable the business to continue in the long run. There is an abundance of fruit and vegetables that are available for our use, therefore creating a sustainable cycle. Our product feeds the earth, opposed to chemically enhanced fertilizers that damage the earth. We are maintaining the health of the environment for future generations to come. Sustainability is the systems and processes.
In conclusion, after careful analysis, we've decided that there is definitely a market for our product. The benefits of our product will far outweigh the negatives. In the short run, we may not be able to save the world, but in the long run, we may aim to make a significant difference